Get closer to your mic because I cannot hear what you're saying.
Hi, are you here? Teacher, you hear me?
Not really well. I hear your voice, but I cannot understand what you're saying.
Who is talking? Anyway, teacher, what is the page?
Open your books at page 59. Writing coach book at page 59.
يلا برسلها.
Okay, teacher. Okay, nice. Teacher, can I read?
Hold on a minute because students are still coming and I need to accept them to admit them. So
Okay.
I don't want to be interrupted later on. Who is there? Abdulmajid Kalantan is here.
Yes, I think I saw.
Yes,
Mohammed Shawi.
yes, teacher.
Nice. Where is Barakat Hidan?
Here.
Nice. Musa.
بس كذا.
Where are the brilliant students who come every day?
I am here. Yes,
Faisal Kridis and Mahmoud.
everyone is here.
Mansour Saudi Al-Garzai.
Here.
Okay, nice. So let's start now. Okay. So open your book at page 59. The title today is Adjectival Clauses. So you know that last time we started with clauses. We talked about a prepositional phrase. So prepositional phrase has many branches, many substructures.
دقيقة بس.
Muhammad Al-Gathami, I see his name, but he never speaks.
I don't think he has mic. That's why.
Now I understand.
I told him, why don't you speak? He says, I can't. I don't know why.
Yeah, maybe. Anyhow, so welcome, Muhammad. I hope that you understand the course when I'm explaining, and I hope that you hear me, and I hope that you get. Huh? What are you saying? Anyhow, so let's start. So do you see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen.
There is someone who is talking at the background. So who is it?
I think Taylor.
Taylor, Abdurrahman Taylor. Could you please stop speaking or get far from the mic when you speak? Okay, I need a volunteer to start reading, please. Yes, please. Muhammad Khalifa.
Adjective clauses. An adjective clause or adjective clause is a subordinate clause that modifies a noun or a pronoun. Adjective clauses like adjective. They explain what kind or which one. Most adjective words.
Okay, hold on, Muhammad. Here, I highlight certain points to make them clear to you. But the ones that are underlined, if I say that an adjective clause or an adjective clause is a subordinate clause, Abdurrahman Taylor, could you please stop speaking?
هلا رسلته. اسم الفلان 80000.
Hold on a minute, please.
You should mute him. He muted himself, I think. No, I didn't.
Nice. Okay,
It
because
didn't.
really bothering. Okay, so I said I underlined
انا ليفلي 150
subordinate
بس
clause.
عشان هذا السيزون جديد نزل الليفل 0.
I say a subordinate clause. عبد الرحمن تيلخ. If you're not going to follow us, please, you're not
حلو نفس
doing
صورته
the
عشان كذا
course,
نفس PUBG.
you can leave.
Teacher, put him mute again.
ايه ايوه
No, he's T. He's T, teacher. He's T, just.
انت ما فزت ولا
T.
جيم صح؟
Yes, just T. Capital T.
Nothing.
Yes,
There's
because
nothing.
this is invite.
كل واحد
teacher.
جوا الكلان عارف كيف يلعب فما عليك. اذا لعبت واحد منهم ممكن تفوز.
You should go to his name. Yes.
This one works. Anyhow, so I was talking about subordinate clause. I want from you to tell me what is a subordinate clause, because this is something that we explained a long time ago when we talked about a main clause and the subordinate clause. Is there any other word or any other expression that explains what is a subordinate clause, or is there any other name for a subordinate clause? Muhammad or Abdul Majid or Muhammad Shawi?
I did not understand.
Yes,
This is a
teacher.
question.
Yes, please, Muhammad Shawi, can you explain or can you find another expression for a subordinate clause? What is a subordinate clause in a sentence?
It modifies the verb, the pronoun or noun.
This is the adjectival clause, but when I talk about a subordinate clause in general, is it necessary in the sentence?
No, because it's like
It's
subordinate.
just helping. It's only like more
So
details.
it is not a necessary part in the sentence. However,
Extra information.
So can it stand by itself?
No.
No. So it is, we call it also a dependent or an independent clause.
Dependent.
A dependent clause, very good, because it depends on a main clause so that it gives meaning. So here today, the adjectival clause is a subordinate. So either we call it an adjectival clause or adjective clause. So both are the same. And it is a subordinate clause in the sentence, which means that if you remove it from the sentence, so the sentence still stands by itself, still gives meaning. And what's the use now of the adjectival clause? It modifies a noun or a pronoun. Because this is clear. So because when you studied adjectives, we said that an adjective, either it modifies a noun or a pronoun, it cannot modify a verb, and it cannot modify another adjective. It's not like adverbs. Muhammad, carry on. Adjectival clauses act like adjectives. They explain.
Adjectival clauses act like adjectives. They explain what kind or which one. Most adjectival clauses begin with words that, which, who, whom, or whose. The skirt that I wore yesterday actually belongs to my mother. Tells which skirt. Lindsay chose a cell phone that fits in her wallet. Tells what kind. Some adjective clauses begin with subordinating conjunctions, such as since, where, or when. The grocery store where we shop carries lots of organic foods. Tells which store. You can use adjectival clauses to combine two sentences. Look at this example. We grow peaches on our farm. Our farm is near Austin. We grow peaches on our farm, which is near Austin.
Excellent.
Teacher, it's like the lesson before.
Yeah, it looks like it. But here we said that it modifies a noun or a pronoun. Okay, this is the only difference. And they ask or they answer the questions, what kind or which one. So the lesson is quite easy.
Okay.
Is there anything that is difficult to understand? Garzai and Al-Hidan and Mahmoud, did you understand the explanation or should I explain again?
No, we understand.
Can you repeat?
Teacher, can you explain again?
فهمت شوي.
Understand it.
Who is it, Kridis or Mahmoud? Mahmoud, listen to me.
Okay.
So the lesson today is about adjectival clauses. We call them adjectival clauses or we call them adjective clause. So both are the same. And the adjective clause is a subordinate clause in the sentence, which means that it is not necessary because it gives us extra information in the sentence. So if we remove them from the sentence is not affected. This does not impact the meaning. So the meaning stays as it is. Always the adjectival clauses, they answer the question what kind or which one. Let's read these examples here where you see the hand here on the screen. The skirt that I wore yesterday actually belongs to my mother. This part that is introduced by the word that I wore yesterday, it is not necessary in the sentence. You can remove it and the sentence still gives meaning. I can say the skirt actually belongs to my mother and the sentence is grammatically and structurally right. It has a subject, a complement, and a verb, or a subject, verb, and complement. Okay. So here,
if we remove the subordinate adjectival clause, the sentence still gives meaning.
yep. So you can say the skirt actually belongs to my mother. So here we have a subject, and we have a verb, and we have a complement.
Okay.
Here it says some adjective clauses begin with subordinating conjunctions. The subordinating conjunctions, you remember when we talked about subordinating clauses and we talked about subordinating conjunctions and coordinating conjunctions in the first, I think, in the third quarter or in the first term. So the coordinating conjunctions are the fanboys for, so, yet, etc.
Yeah.
We are not concerned with this. We are concerned with the subordinating conjunctions like these words, such as since, where, or when, etc. We can find because, as soon as, although, even though, so many words. But here we have certain examples. If I say the grocery store where we shop carries lots of organic foods, where we shop, we can remove it. I can say the grocery store carries lots of organic foods. So where we shop, this one is an adjectival clause or is a subordinate adjectival clause, and it gives us extra information about which one. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Mahmoud, are you with me?
I hear you.
Okay, so, and we said here, you can use adjectival clauses to combine two sentences together.
Teacher.
Look at these two sentences. We grow peaches on our farm.
First one.
Wait a minute. We grow peaches on our farm. Our farm is near Austin. These are two simple sentences. I combine them using an adjectival clause, and it will become a complex sentence. Okay. We grow peaches on our farm, which is near Austin.
Teacher.
This way, we reduce or we avoid repetition, and we make them in just one sentence. Is it clear?
Yes, but teacher, I have a question.
Yes.
Yes, please.
I hear you say like no. What's the difference of kind and one of for which and
You mean these two questions? What kind or which one?
yes, what's different or no different?
No, they are different. They're actually different. So if I say, for example, look at this example here. The skirt that I wore yesterday actually belonged to my mother. So here we cannot say what kind. Here it means which one. The skirt that I wore yesterday. Okay. But this one, the second one, Lindy chose a cell phone that fits in her wallet. We cannot say which one. It means what kind of cell phone. So she chose the cell phone that fits in her wallet. Okay.
Okay.
Can I do the first one?
Yes, Yarzai, can you read please the direction?
The what? I didn't hear you guys.
Yarzai?
You hear me, teacher?
Yeah, I
You
do.
hear me?
Yeah, I do.
Read
Practice A. Identifying adjectival clauses. Read each sentence, then underline the adjectival clause in the sentence.
Adjectival. It is an adjective, not adjectival.
Okay. Adjectival clause in the sentence. Example. The wreck which everyone heard about had merely dented our car's bumper. Answer. The wreck which everyone heard about underlined had merely dented our car's bumper.
So here the subordinate clause or the adjectival clause that is underlined is which everyone heard about. So you will notice later on that always the adjectival clause is followed straight away by the verb. And the verb must be there in the sentence. So when you underline, you must stop just before the verb. Unless the adjectival clause comes at the end of the sentence or sometimes at the beginning of the sentence. This way, it won't have a verb after it. Yes, please. Gerzai, can you do the first?
Okay. Jan plays with the toy that you gave her.
Excellent. That you gave her.
Teacher, can I do number 2?
Wait a minute. So, yeah. That you gave her. Good. Very good, Gerzai. Next, please.
Me, teacher.
Yes, please. Mohammed Shawi.
In the few days that I spent in Port Isabel, I learned a lot about coastal biology. That I spent in Port Isabel.
Excellent. That I spent in Port Isabel. Next, please. Barakan Al-Hidan.
The place where Enrique gets his coffee is a tiny cafe on Congress Avenue. Tiny cafe?
Let's remove this part. Can we say the place where Enrique gets his coffee is on Congress Avenue? It can be a sentence, but here the meaning has gone, so we don't know what place are you talking about. Always we said that the adjectival clause start with a word that is either relative pronoun or words that shows a place or somewhere because they give us some kind of description because they modify a noun or a pronoun. What about the other ones? Abd Majid Kalantin, where are you? Abd Majid.
Can I do the third?
Yeah. Yes, please. Rakan, can you please focus?
The place where Enrique gets his coffee is a tiny cafe on Congress Avenue. The place where
I remove the
teacher.
Mohammed Shawi.
Where Enrique gets his coffee.
Excellent. So where Enrique gets his coffee. So
Teacher, can I do number 4?
Teacher, can I do number 4? Me, Abdullah stays.
Hanaki and then Muhammad Abdullah Sdis, okay? Hanaki first, number 4, then Sdis, number 5. Okay. Yes, please. Mahmoud, not Mahmoud, Hanaki.
The dog whose collar is gone is at the park. Whose collar is gone.
Excellent. So this is very clear because it is written between two commas.
Teacher, can I do number 6?
Sure. Then number 5. Number 5. Abdullah Sdis.
Sanjay, whose essay I read, got a good grade.
Sanjay, whose essay I read, got a good grade.
Whose essay I read.
Excellent.
Can I do number 6?
Teacher, I want to do number 7.
Teacher, can I do
Teacher.
number 7?
Teacher, can I do
Teacher,
7?
Wait, please,
Teacher,
because I
can I
need
do
some
7?
of the students who are joining us. No, there is no one. Okay.
Teacher, I want to do number
Can I do
7.
it, Karantan?
Teacher, can I do number 7 after it?
Teacher, you said knife.
Yes.
Knife, then الحيدان. Number 7.
Teacher, I want
I
to do
can.
number 8.
Teacher, can I
Number
do number
Me.
8, please? Faisal credits.
Me,
Faisal
teacher.
Credit, number 8. Number 6, knife and whisk.
Okay. A nice dish which I tasted was spicy. Which I tasted.
Excellent, which I tasted. So you can note that if you remove those underlined parts, the sentence will still give meaning.
Can I do number 7?
Number
Teacher,
7,
can I
I
do it?
said, I don't know, Rakan Hidan, number 7.
Okay, can I
Majid,
do
we will
8?
have a practice B and you will have another opportunity.
The
Yes,
jacket
please.
that Sian wears is plaid. That Sian wears.
Excellent.
Sean.
The jacket that Sheen wears is plaid. Mhm.
The
Next,
trains, me
this.
teacher. The trains that pass by are too loud. That pass by are too loud.
The trains that pass by are too loud. So which part am I going to underline?
That pass.
Can I say the trains by are too loud? When you underline, you must stop just before the verb. Where is the verb in the sentence?
Pass.
The main verb.
The
The
main
main verb of the sentence. Where is it? The other ones, what do you think?
That pass by.
Excellent. That pass by, because the main verb of the sentence, where is it?
By, I think. Or
R.
Are. Very good. So I must underline this. Sorry. I must underline this part. Is it clear? Did you understand this part? Practice A. Huh?
Yes.
Is it hard?
No.
No, it's
No.
easy.
No. But
Okay.
teacher, teacher,
Mhm.
I understood everything, but number 3 I didn't understand.
Number 3, the place where Henri gets his coffee is a tiny cafe on Congress Avenue. Rakan Hidan, I told you that the adjectival clause, when it comes in the middle of the sentence, is always followed by the main verb. Here, the main verb of the sentence is. All what comes before it, apart from the noun, the place, because it is a noun, and we said that the adjectival clause modifies a noun or a pronoun that comes before it. So the place, this one, cannot be underlined because it is the noun that is modified by the adjectival clause. And the adjectival clause comes between the noun that it modifies and the main verb, which is. So all this part must be underlined. Clear?
Okay, thank you.
Is it clear?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Practice B, عبد المجيد كلمت.
Practice B. Using adjectival clauses to combine sentences. Read each pair of sentences, then combine the sentences by using an adjectival clause. Example: Clarence closed the book. Clarence's grandmother gave him the book. Clarence closed the book that his grandmother gave him.
Mhm.
Teacher,
The
Yes, please.
barbecue restaurant serves potato salad.
Wait a minute, Abdul Majid. Garzai, do you want to say something?
Yeah, Abdurrahman Al-Ataibi is waiting you to make him enter the class.
To admit
He's saying
him?
he's waiting. Yeah, he's waiting.
I cannot see him waiting. So tell him to try to join again, and I will accept him.
Okay. Teacher, this is his name.
Teacher, this is Abdurrahman
Teacher,
Al-Ataibi.
he is here.
Very
Oh, yeah.
waiting in the lobby.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yes, please, Abdul Majid Kalantan, can you do the first?
The barbecue restaurant serves potato salad, which is my favorite side dish.
Excellent. The barbecue restaurant serves potato salad, which is my favorite side dish. Here, is it necessary for us to put it between two commas?
No.
We need to place a comma before it, but at the end there must be a full stop because it is the end of the sentence.
Teacher, can I do number 2?
Tell me some time until I finish writing, and then you can do number 2. The barbecue restaurant. Servers, potato. Next, please.
Ibrahim wrote an insightful article for the school paper. I edit the school paper. Ibrahim wrote an insightful article for the school paper that I edited.
That I edit, without edited. What did you choose? What did you choose the tense used?
The school paper.
Ibrahim?
The tense? The tense?
Yep.
What do you mean? Like it's past or?
No, because it was edit and you change it into past. You said edited. Didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Ibrahim? Yeah. Ibrahim wrote. Sorry. Did you write an insightful?
An insightful article for the school paper I edited.
Teacher. Teacher.
Teacher, number 1,
Teacher.
after potato
Can
salad.
I say which I edited? Which I edit?
Yeah, we can say which I edit or that I edit. Both of them are right because which is used for objects and who is used for person. So we studied that a long time ago. And that is used for both of them. So it can be for things or for people. What's your question, Muhammad? Yeah?
What after potato salad? This is a comma or a period?
A comma.
This is a comma?
Yeah, it's a comma.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Teacher, can you please go?
The next one, number 3. Try to be fast, please, because we need to deal with another course which talks about the adverbial clauses. Any volunteer?
Me, teacher.
Don't worry if you commit errors. If you do mistakes, it's not a problem. We are learning.
Teacher
Mahmoud.
Munir,
Yes, please.
we still have only 13 minutes.
Yeah, I know. But if you are fast enough, we can deal with the next course because it is something very easy, something very, very banal.
Teacher, I will do it.
Okay.
Number 3, please. Yes, please, Muhammad.
Teacher,
The kind of pen was out of stock. I like that kind of pen. The kind of pen was out of stock that I like.
So here, the sentence does not make sense. If you say that kind of pen was out of stock that I like.
Which I like.
It sounds that there is something missing.
Which I like.
You can change the order of the sentence.
Teacher,
Yes, please.
can I do it?
Please.
Can I try?
So this place, teacher.
So
That kind of pen which I like was out of stock.
that kind of pen.
Which I like was out of stock.
Excellent. That kind of pen which I like was out of stock, or that kind of pen which was out of stock. So the first one fits much better. Repeat again your first sentence, Abdurrahman.
That kind of pen which I like was out of stock.
Good, Abdurrahman. Not Abdurrahman, Saud, sorry.
Yes.
Kind of pen which I like. Who is it?
Muhammad Shawi.
Mohammed Shawi, yeah?
Victoria shops at the discount store. She usually finds great bargains. Victoria shops at the discount store where usually she finds great bargains.
Again.
Victoria shops at the discount store where she usually finds great bargains.
Yeah, but you can answer the question, who is Victoria? What would you say?
She.
No. If I say to you, who is Victoria? How would you answer the question?
She is the person that shops at the discount store.
Excellent. The person that shops, or the person who shops. So you can say Victoria, who shops at the discount store, usually finds great bargains. Okay?
Okay.
So Victoria, who shops at the discount store, usually finds great bargains. Next, please. Last one. Mahmoud.
Teacher.
Yes, please.
You wrote usually you.
Sorry. Yeah. Thank you, Mohammed. Yes, please. Where is Mahmoud?
Teacher, I wrote this.
Yeah, can you do the last one, Mahmoud?
Okay. My mom supervisor
My mom's supervisor raises Texans.
She lives in the country.
She lives in the country.
My mom
If I ask you a question, who is your mom's supervisor? How would you answer me? عبد المجيد كلمتنا النايف الميسر عند محمد خليفة عند محمد الشاوي.
Yes.
Teacher, I know.
Yes.
Teacher, can I do it?
Oh,
Hold on a minute. Let me wait for him.
my mom's who
My mom's
supervisor.
supervisor who? Not my
No,
mom's who supervisor. My mom's supervisor who? Yes, please. Carry on.
she
Sorry. Yeah.
she lives in the country.
Again, your sentence again.
Which live no.
Mahmoud, you have already used who. Who raises accents. So now you are going to remove the word she because so that you remove you avoid repetition because we already say
Was
mom.
lives
Again.
was lives in the country.
My mom is supervisor who raises accents.
Who lives
Can
was
teacher, can we
live
say is in the
was
country?
lives in the country.
Why was lives? Why did you insert another word? We need to remove a word, not to insert. What would you say, Muhammad Shawi?
Teacher, can I say my mom's supervisor who lives in the country raises dash sons?
Excellent. Both of them are right. The way you said it or the way I'm writing it. So can you continue the sentence that I'm writing?
Okay. My mom's supervisor who raises dash sons lives in the country.
Excellent. Lives in the country or vice versa. My mom is supervisor who lives in the country raises Dexter. You know what's the meaning of Dexter?
Teacher, can you just go
You
up
know
a
what?
little bit?
Excuse me? Up. Okay.
Just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Aywa. Thank you.
Okay. You know what's the meaning of Dexter?
I
No.
thought it's a
Teacher,
type of
there is
verb.
6 minutes left. Teacher,
It's
6
a
minutes.
type of dog which is short and with short legs. Very short legs.
Teacher, there is an echo.
There is what?
Echo.
Yeah.
Yes, echo.
Okay, I will mute you. And now? The same problem. Hello?
Teacher, there is
Because you mute
5
us.
minutes left. 5 minutes.
Yeah, 5 minutes left, and this is the problem. We're not going to be able to finish the
Teacher,
the next
we can
page.
start
Yes.
it and then
Huh?
teacher, we can start it and then we can finish it tomorrow.
We still have 5 minutes. Let us read. At least we read the direction part. I mean, the first part, and we explain what will the next lesson be about, and then we are going to stop. Okay?
Okay, but teacher, can you please wait for a minute?
This. You know that you don't need to write, I mean, at the same time, you don't need to copy anything because later on you're going to find that same video on Classera.
Okay.
Okay, let's move on to the next lesson, which talks about adverbial clauses. I want you to read this. Can you read, please?
Me, teacher.
Yeah.
Okay.
There is only one critic. There is no one else.
لا
apart from
ما سمعتك زين. خليت الجوال بعيد شوي.
Uh-huh.
An verbal clause or adverb clause is a subordinate clause that modifies a verb, an adjective or a noun, an adverb. Adverbial clauses act like adverb. They answer questions such as where, when, in what manner, to what extent, under which conditions, or why. The verbal clauses begin with a subordinating conjunctions such as after, in order that, when, although, since, whenever, as, so that, where, because, done, wherever, before, though, while, even though, unless.
If and until, the last ones.
If and until, I don't say.
Yeah, so it says the adverbial clause. So here I will highlight the most important parts for you. An adverbial clause or adverb clause, so both of them are right. So whether you say adverbial or adverb, both are the same, is also a subordinate clause. It means that it is not necessary in the sentence. You can remove it and the sentence will give meaning because it is an dependent clause, sorry. It modifies, so the only difference between an adjectival clause and an adverbial clause, the adjectival one modifies either a noun or pronoun, but the adverbial clause, what does it modify? So an adverb clause or adverb clause modifies either a verb or an adjective or another adverb. And this is what we saw when we talked about adverbs in the first term or in the third quarter. Adverbial clauses act like adverbs, and they answer these or this range of questions. So they answer the questions such as where, when, what manner, to what extent, which condition or under which condition, or why. Okay. Adverbial clauses begin with a subordinating conjunction. All these words that you can see here are called subordinating conjunctions, and they introduce the adverbial clause in the sentence. Okay, so now it is 12:14. We're going to stop here so that next time we start the lesson from the beginning, which will be tomorrow. We're going to talk tomorrow about adverbial clauses. I hope that you understood the course perfectly today. Wish you a
Thank
nice
you.
day.
Thank you very
Have a
much.
nice
Bye,
Tomorrow
teacher.
we will do it.
Goodbye. Bye-bye.
Okay, yes, yeah. Bye. Bye. Thank you, teacher.
Welcome.